Hello and welcome to Unacademy IAS. The government of India has made very important changes in an indicator that is used to measure the changes in industrial output, that is index of industrial production. Let's decode and understand all these important changes. Before I start, here is a very important announcement. A lot of you are considering starting the UPSC preparation for 2027 exams. This is the right and appropriate time for you to start the preparation. And in the Unacademy IAS English courses, we are starting the Elevate batch starting today. In the morning, the modern history classes are being taken by Abhishek sir, and in the noon, geography classes by Mukesh sir. Those interested in enrolling, do check out the details by clicking on the link provided in the description below. Let me begin the discussion now. The Government of India measures the economic activity using various indicators. The most important one is the gross domestic product. GDP focuses on the value of all the goods and services, final goods and services which are produced. In addition to GDP, there is one more very important indicator, index of industrial production. The index of industrial production simply measures the changes in volume of output. I repeat, it measures the changes in volume of output in the industries. So GDP on the value, IIP on the volume. Now, for the first time, when the IIP was published, the base year that was used was 1937, and we started publishing IIP from the year 1950. And since then, the base year has been revised multiple times. And the latest one, wherein the base year has been changed, revised from 2011-12 to 2022 and 23. This particular revision will be the 10th in line, the change or the revision of base year for index of industrial production. Now, the IIP is published for every month. The reason why there is a need to change the base year as well as revamp the basket of the products is very simple. Over a period of time, the amount of goods which are produced, the volume of it will change. Some of the units production will go down, they will become irrelevant, and some new goods will become more relevant, the production of which will start to increase. The supply, the consumption also changes. And that's a precise reason. It is not just the idea of changing the base year, it is also changing the products which are considered in the calculation of these indices. That's the reason the government of India has already changed the base year for GDP, the base year for CPI already changed, and for WPI, the government of India has set up the committee, and by all estimates, the experts are basically saying the base year for the WPI will be the same, that is for IIP, which is 22 and 23. And for the GDP, it is the same, 22 and 23. Now, what are the important changes? Let's decode them. First and foremost, the number of item groups in the calculation of IIP with the base year of 11 and 12 was 407. This number has been changed to 463. Now, before I go forward, this is the item group. It is not representing the total number of products which are covered under the IIP basket. For the total number of products, please remember the number 1042 products with the new base year of 22 and 23. How many of the item groups have been removed because these have become irrelevant, outdated, etc.? The number of item groups removed are 64, and the number of item groups added are 120 into the basket. Now, in addition to this, please make a note of this. The breakup of these particular the item groups into mining, manufacturing and electricity, which was used earlier, same classification has been used. But in addition to this, there is one more item group which has been introduced under the new base year, that is water supply, sewerage, waste management. Now, in addition to this, what are the other important changes? Let's start. For the first time, the revised IIP is proposed to include gas supply, water supply, waste management, etc. This has been done for the first time. Please make a note of this. It has also broadened the coverage of the products under mining activity. It has included the minor minerals as well as rare earth minerals. This is a second very important change. Third one, greater granularity in order to ensure that there will be a separate publication of indices for renewable as well as non-renewable electricity generation. The government of India in recent times has been focused more on promotion, production, consumption of non-renewable energy. So this will give basically an estimate of what is the change in the production activity in all of these particular areas. The new series also includes manufacturing items from not elsewhere classified NEC category. NEC category involves certain products. In the year 2011 and 12, when that particular base year was used to calculate IIP and publish, the NEC grouping was not considered as a separate grouping. Now there will be a separate grouping. And what is the use of all of this? If you look at all of these changes which have been incorporated, the whole idea is that we want to make the collection of data much more comprehensive. We want to collect the comprehensive data, more granular data, so that the estimates of all of these indicators will be very, very efficient or much more transparent and much more accurate. And this is not a change only in case of IIP, by the way. When we discussed earlier, the GDP changes, the methodology changes in the GDP calculation, or for that matter, the CPI calculation, the government of India has been focused on more granular data collection, incorporation of, right, let's say the data through different technologies or the estimates, etc., so that we will have more accurate data collection as well as there will be more accuracy associated with the outcomes of the data that is collected. Historically, this is important for a simple reason. In the last couple of years, there have been concerns regarding the data that is published. For example, the GDP. Is it overestimated in India or underestimated in India? Global organizations have raised concern. Experts have raised a concern. And when you collect the data in a granular way, publish the outcomes using this kind of a data, obviously the credibility of the output data will be much, much better. In addition to this, the basket for manufacturing has been drawn by using the output of a survey, that is the data that has been collected under a survey, annual survey of industries for the year financial year 22 and financial year 23. So these are some of the very important changes that have been incorporated, and the base year has been changed, and the composition of the basket, that is the number of item groups included, also has been revamped by the government of India. But when I say government of India, which is the authority that is responsible for publication of this? It is the NSO, which functions under Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So the National Statistics Office, which is responsible for publication of multiple other indicators, is also responsible for the publication of the monthly IIP. And what is the use of the IIP data? IIP data is of utmost importance in terms of policy making. Lot of policymakers generally do focus on what is the IIP output in order to take a decision whether to promote industrialization or there is sufficient growth in the industrialization, etc. And this is also a very good indicator regarding how the industries in India are performing. So these are certain very important points in the context of index of industrial production. And the committee that I've mentioned earlier, that is the Technical Advisory Committee, which was headed by Mr. Mrudul Sagar, also has recommended that, in addition to all of this, it has also recommended that right now the deflator that is used is a WPI. We should shift from the WPI being used as a deflator to the output PPI once that becomes operational. So these are the important points. Now based on this, here is an MCQ. What is the correct answer to the question which is framed on the IIP? Do let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts regarding the recent changes in the methodologies of the data collection that has been implemented by the government of India? Do let me know in the comment section. If you have liked the session, do not forget to hit the like button. If you are yet to join the Unacademy IAS YouTube channel, kindly do it right now. Thank you. Have a great day.